Hello and welcome back to another Phoenix News. I'm Kinley Wallace.
And I'm Willa Tate. On this episode of Phoenix News, we got a chance to take a look at Black History Month. We focus on DECA, elective perspective, and the possibility of our very own DTSOI podcast and yet another influential teacher.
Spring break is over and we are already in the home stretch of the semester.
We sure are. I'm already making summer plans.
Really? I can't even plan what I'm doing next week.
I'll be listening to a lot of podcasts. Do you listen to any?
Of course, I listen to Insanely Chill and Circle of Time.
I'll have to check those out.
Recently, students at SOI polled many other students about all sorts of podcasts and the possibility of a new podcast.
Here's Mitchell Doppy.
The podcast was invented in 2004 by Adam Curry and Dave Weiner. Podcasts recently have become the media of today's youth. This is a high school full of today's youth. We're going to ask students at Don Tyson what podcasts they listen to, and if the school itself were to put on a hip, youthful podcast, what would they want to hear? Let's go ask them. I found a student who listens to a podcast. You are?
Emma Skirvin.
Emma what?
Skirvin.
Thank you. Emma Skirvin. What podcast do you listen to?
Mr. Ballin.
Mr. Ballin. What is that?
He's a true crime podcast.
Crime podcast. Like what kind of crimes are we talking?
Like homicides, unsolved murders.
So more of like mystery, unsolved mystery, crime. I like it. This is
Isaac Haynes.
Isaac Haynes is a senior here at Don Tyson, and he listens to podcasts. Who do you listen to?
Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Joe Rogan, very fun. Very, very famously such a hilarious comedian. So famous that he had to stop doing comedy and start a podcast because he also couldn't act. So kind of very, very successful guy. Yeah, I like it when he does animal sounds. You ever hear when he does animal sounds?
Oh yeah, can you
You know, yeah, he does the animal sounds.
That's a good animal sound right there. I like that.
All right, so now we have
Arlen the Douchey.
Douchey. So you listen, you big podcast guy.
Slightly. I listen to Conan O'Brien. The Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. It's a good one.
I love that one. Oh my gosh, I love that one. Which one's your favorite?
The one where they bring the crime scene investigator, and then they get real personal and ask about, her job and everything, and you figure out some things you don't want to.
Yeah, he's very insensitive.
Yeah.
I like the one where he does with David Sedaris, the author. Have you seen his? He does it twice with him.
I think maybe. I'm not sure.
It's the funniest one,
I
dog.
just click random episodes when I drive here.
Bro, I'm trying to relate and I can't.
No, you never seen Conan's podcast?
You should probably watch it. It's a pretty funny one.
Okay.
It is amazing. No, I really like when he does David Sedaris. That was a good answer. You listen to podcasts?
I do. I actually quite enjoy them, and I find myself falling to sleep to them a lot because I have trouble sleeping, and sometimes the noise helps.
What podcast? I want to interrupt you. What podcast?
I listen to Crime Junkie, and then there's a new one called Distractable. It's by a YouTube gamer, actually, which is really interesting, but I really actually like it. It's quite chaotic, and you never know what's going to come out of their mouths, and it's just really funny. It keeps me entertained.
It's like NWAC Labs here at Don Tyson. You don't know what kids are going to say. I'm with the senior here. His name is?
Edgar Quintero.
Edgar, you listen to podcasts, yes?
Yeah.
What do you listen to?
Impulsive.
Impulsive. Describe impulsive to me.
It's really entertaining with a bit of serious talk about any type of life situations and all that.
Who hosts Impulsive?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Is he the Disney Channel Flow guy?
No, that's Jake.
Oh, is he the one who was filming dead bodies in the woods?
Yeah.
And he has the NFTs and he runs schemes now?
Yeah. He's a WWE wrestler.
WWE wrestler? We're also asking students at Don Tyson if the school itself were to put on its own podcast, what would they want to see? Let's see what they wanted to see. So, okay, theoretical. Don Tyson, we do our own podcast here. What do you want to see?
history about the building and where their land is.
So like school spirit stuff. All right, that's a good answer. Thank you. So Don Tyson, we're doing a podcast right next year. The school's putting one on. What do you want to see?
What do I want to see?
What do you want to hear about?
I don't know. Maybe why our mascot's a phoenix? I've never. Is there some like symbolism? Like, is it like?
Here's my theory. We're Don Tyson, but we couldn't be the Don Tyson chickens because that sounds bad. So we're like, what's
It's Springdale.
what's like a cool chicken?
You're right. Turkey.
No, cool chicken's just a phoenix. But turkey's all like you don't want to be chicken or you don't want to be turkey. You know what I mean? Like those are like both like wusses.
Think about it. We could be like, our catchphrase could be like gobble gobble or something. Like
Oh,
what's
God.
for
What is
for
our
a phoenix?
catchphrase? Rise. Thank you though. I think this is productive. Let's get Arlen. Okay, all right. So you heard the question I asked Isaac here. Don Tyson, we're doing a podcast next year. What do you, Arlen Dadusha, want to see?
Why we got 3 TVs in one hallway?
So answering the great questions of the school, like why are there so many chairs and why are they all different?
Now, why do we not have enough of one chair? Like, why is there?
Why is there are so many chairs, but we're always deficient in the one chair everybody needs?
Yeah, I mean, how you not have enough green chairs?
And why are
But there's so many red chairs. Well, so okay, theoretical here. Don Tyson, the school, we put on our own podcast. What do you want to see us talk about? Students, anybody, what do you want to see them talk about?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. I mean, I think just recapping various events that happened in the year. I know coming from like more of a leadership position, I think that would be cool. Having different students on to maybe talk about, what they liked or what they didn't like about an event or.
So like a casual conversation about school events.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, thank you, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Edgar. Don Tyson, right? We're putting on our own podcast next year. You're not going to be here anymore. Sad. But what do you want the next generation to hear from the school podcast?
I mean, just talk about current events and all that, but try and make it a bit fun, I guess, because some people talk about it, but just.
I'm getting that answer a lot. I think that's what the masses want to see. A casual conversation, much like ours, but about things happening at the school.
School, anything.
Well, thank you, Edgar, for enlightening me on Logan Paul's podcast.
All right, well, it looks like we already have something to look forward to in the next year in AV Tech, a new podcast.
Speaking of AV Tech, we have all sorts of electives here at DTSOI. Some people want to be future business leaders when they leave this school.
There's one elective that helps students achieve their future goals. DECA is an amazing program to inspire our youth. Let's turn our attention to DECA and their students.
Have you ever wondered what's in this room? Well, what if I told you that it's one of the most interesting clubs we have here at SOI? What exactly is DECA? Well, we have Mr. Vandenberg, our DECA facilitator, to explain that to you guys right now.
DECA is an organization for students who are interested in careers in marketing, finance, hospitality, and business management. It offers a comprehensive learning program for students in high school and college that helps prepare them for the real world. So the Hilton Hangout is our school store and coffee shop. So we're open every morning from 8 to 8:30 in the East Lobby. We have a menu of different drinks that we offer, as well as rotating school merchandise. And so we've got lots of t-shirts, random school spirit stuff, and even just some fun items that you can buy in the mornings. So there's 2 main categories of competitions. There are role play events where you're given a business scenario and have a set amount of time to come up with a solution to a problem for that business.
So DECA is a business club, so you learn a lot about business skills, a lot about entrepreneurship, marketing, finance, management, all those areas. If it's your first competition, there's specific events for you just to like dip your feet in the water. So I would definitely just do that. I like to prepare. I usually do written events just because that doesn't bother me. Writing a paper doesn't bother me. And a lot of the role play people, you can, like there's role play events online everywhere, so you can just go find some that are your event and just practice for those that way. You should join DECA, it's a lot of fun. This year we're going to Orlando, we'll be at Disney World. Next year the national competition is in Anaheim, so you'll be at Disneyland. The international competition kind of works the same thing, and you like present your presentation, but you also get to like go to Disney, like I said, so that's a lot of fun too.
The following footage is a competitive clip that features a DECA team showing off their business skills.
I'm Rohan Giek. May we have a seat?
Yeah, have a seat.
Thank you.
Get involved because we want to communicate with the customers.
Because ultimately, notice that they're really going to enjoy themselves and want to come. And that's the reason that we're doing the social media and doing the PR, so they realize something.
If you want to build your skills in marketing, finance, hospitality, or any number of other fields, DECA is the perfect place to do it. Join it now, start your journey towards success.
Great job done by our Phoenix News team. We have even more great videos coming to you after the commercial break.
Whether your car has small tires, big tires, tires that go fast, tires with extra grip, or tires that just get you from here to there, they can be an unexpected expense. Don't wait any longer. At Big O Tires, we have no credit needed financing available. So no matter your budget, no matter your situation, we have the lowest prices on every kind of tire every day. With multiple lending partners, our financing is tailored to you with credit options made easy. Don't wait another day. Take advantage of our good to no credit financing today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
at McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
Drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
A big thank you to our sponsors.
Every year, Black History Month occurs during the month of February. This February, our Phoenix News team polled our students about some of the influential celebrities in the Black community.
Many of these celebrities are very recognizable. You might even know a few. I had the privilege to work on this with Kyla Wilson. For more on this, let's turn our attention to our Black History Month video.
In 1897, the first makeup brand was released, and it wasn't until 2017 that the first all-inclusive makeup brand released 50 different shade ranges to suit every skin color. Do you know who happened to create this brand?
Do you know who created the first all-inclusive makeup brand?
Is it Ariana Grande?
I do not. No.
No, I sure don't.
I think Albert Einstein.
Rihanna, of course.
Rihanna?
That's correct. Good job.
Well, as you can see, many people don't know, but the creator of this brand happens to be Rihanna. Rihanna isn't the first Black woman to achieve such an accomplishment. Since it is Black History Month, let's take a look at other great achievements made in the Black community.
First, Beyonce. She has been awarded the most artist Grammys in Grammy history. She has a whopping 32 Grammys and counting. Beyonce has been nominated for 88 Grammys in her career. Next, let's talk about Zendaya. She received 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series and a Golden Globe for Best Actress in TV Drama. Finally, let's take a look at LeBron James' biggest accomplishments. He has won 3 NBA championships and 4 NBA MVP awards. He has competed in multiple men's Olympic basketball tournaments. Today, many people consider him one of the greatest all-around basketball players of all time.
Those are some great achievements. As you can see, there are other influential figures besides Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Harriet Tubman. In honor of Black History Month, take some time and research other great achievements made in the Black community. That's all from us. Back to you, Phoenix News.
Thank you, Kyla. We hope you will take this information into consideration as a Black History Month has come to a close.
Now it's time to take a look into some more of the amazing courses that we have here at SOI.
Yes, many students love to express themselves through art, whether it's drawing, painting, or ceramics. Our art teachers are fantastic at teaching students not only the basics, but really fun and experimental lessons.
Ms. Dannenhauer has been teaching some of our students some very interesting ways to create and destroy their art. And that brings us to our next and latest segment called Lessons Learned. Let's get right into it.
So sometimes people are a little bit uneasy when they approach an art course, and that is very common. People and students and just about anyone that you run into sometimes will say, I just don't feel like I have the talent, or I don't feel like I have the skill, and how do I develop that, or how do I become more creative in my practice? So I'm going to encourage you, if you have an interest in art, go ahead and think about taking our art appreciation class that we're offering in the fall. It will satisfy your course requirement. Also, it will give you an understanding of what we do in the art room. It will give you some comfortability with our supplies, and it's a fun class, one that will be part, and you'll learn all of those basic skills to be able to tie you to upper level art classes.
The one we're doing right now is a lot of fun. We're doing like an abstract art thing where we made a painting and then we tore it up and put it back together in different ways.
We have a project right now going on that I really have enjoyed teaching the students about. It is based on the artwork of Cy Twombly. Cy Twombly was an artist who was preoccupied with interesting lines, as you can tell, and his work was all about responding to music.
The Cy Twombly one we just did was really fun. You did whatever and there wasn't no specific thing you had to do. You can just do whatever and just let yourself go, basically.
And so in our classes, we set it up by adding in pastels, as you can tell, and some graphite, student expression, and so they were able to listen to music and then add different materials at a time in which they heard certain sounds that would respond, and those lines and those shapes you see are responding to those sounds. They will make a composition that looks somewhat like you've got here, and then they will take it and deconstruct it. So they will tear it apart and then put it back together. This is an art piece that they had to generate a word that means something to them, and then that word is going to be conveyed in graphite. And that's what we've got going on right now.
Wow, that's really cool how students can destroy things and it's still considered art.
Good job, Ms. Dannenhauer. We have some amazing teachers here on campus, but just one stuck out to us this month.
This teacher's students can leave her classroom feeling inspired and ready to take on the future. She impacts so many of our younger students, and she gets them prepared for high school and their future careers.
Let's see how Ms. Motley accomplished this in her classroom every day.
My name is Marley Motley, and my favorite part of being a teacher is building relationships with my students. I want to teach them to have confidence. They need to have confidence. They need to know how awesome they are and unique they are.
What makes Ms. Motley a good teacher is that she teaches us about the opportunities that we have at SOI.
What makes her a good teacher is that she actually cares about her students, and she does things more creative than other CCR teachers here at this school.
Ms. Motley seems to have a real impact on her students.
I agree, she really does.
That's all we have for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Phoenix News.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.